So you're thinking about moving to Metro Detroit. You're looking for an affordable city in Southeast Michigan. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about Westland, Michigan to see if it might be a city for you. So we tried to be a channel of the people, and recently one of our people, Royce1041, requested a video on Westland, Michigan. So Royce, this video is for you. Also, if you're thinking about moving to Southeast Michigan and you're looking for an affordable suburb of Detroit, Westland could be a great option for you. So we're going to give you a tour of Westland. We're going to jump into a little bit about the history, a little bit about the housing market, what to expect, what's going on there, locationally, all that good stuff, so you can understand if Westland might be a target city if you're moving to the state or to the general Southeast Michigan area. First and foremost, about Westland locationally. So locationally, Westland, like I said, is a suburb of Detroit. It is about 20 minutes from the city of Detroit. And another reason why it's a great location for a lot of people is you're only about 20 minutes to the airport, depending on what part of town you're in when it comes to Westland, Michigan. So very, very central location. The population's 84,000 according to our research, and it became a city in 1966. At that time, it was the fourth largest city in Wayne County. So as I've talked about in a lot of these videos, when you're thinking about Detroit, a lot of the development happened sort of west and north and a little bit south, as years went on. A lot of people lived in the city for a lot of years, and starting in the early 1900s, as the development happened, so did the expansion. That kind of happened on a spoke throughout Metro Detroit. So Westland became a city in 1966. Throughout Westland, Livonia, Garden City, Dearborn Heights, some of these other areas, Dearborn is a little bit more established, but a lot of these other cities, there's a lot of mid-century houses that were built throughout the mid-century because it was such a booming time for real estate, and a lot of people were still moving to the area due to the auto industry and stuff like that as well too. So 1966 is when Westland became a city. Up next on the city of Westland is going to be the educational system. So Wayne Westland School District, there's 10 preschools, 10 elementary schools, 5 middle schools, 3 high schools, student-teacher ratio 16:1, 65% graduation rate, and a host of different options when it comes to schooling in the general area as well too. So Westland Schools is Wayne and Westland combined, Wayne Westland Schools in that area. Perrinsville School, historic site, Warren and Cohen Road, one-room schoolhouse built in 1843. Classes were taught there until 1937, used as church from 1948 to 1968. So Perrinsville School has a lot of historical meaning in that area. Interesting fact about Wayne Westland Schools. Up next, housing. So I believe Westland is one of the most affordable cities in Wayne County for a lot of people if they want to be in the suburbs of Detroit and in Metro Detroit. So Westland can be a great target area for you. There's other surrounding cities as well too that I already mentioned in this video, like Garden City, parts of Dearborn Heights, that you get a little bit more affordability compared to some other areas throughout Wayne County and definitely throughout Southeast Michigan as a whole. So some recent statistics as of early 2024, average price for condos and single family homes was $195,000, so under $200,000. Average price for single family home only was $208,000. So your standard single family house on average is really hovering around $200,000 to $210,000 in that range, which is actually up quite a bit since 2020. Just like the rest of Southeast Michigan, they're up 37% since 2020. Just like the rest of the country, at least most parts of the country, we've seen this drastic appreciation, right, since 2020 and COVID and all that stuff, and we still foresee that happening. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole currently, but up 37% in that 208 range. Month of supply, 0.9 months, which is crazy low, okay? So you need several months of supply in any market, and 0.9 months is very low supply for Westland, Michigan currently in early 2024. Price per square foot is $172 a foot, and the price of list price is 100%. So they're selling right about where they're listing on average. The price range in Westland really ranges from $150,000 to $400,000, but again, on average, you're going to see a lot of homes in that $200,000 range. Westland is a great target city if your price point is really in that $150,000 to $350,000 range. There's going to be a variety of houses in there. Again, a lot of single family homes, a lot of ranch type homes that were built in the mid-century throughout Westland, Livonia, Garden City, that general area, which again is just about 15-20 minutes west of the city of Detroit. So very easy to commute. It's easy to get to I-96, which takes you in and out of the city, and also can cut back over to 14 to take you to Ann Arbor as well too. So it's an easy commute for a lot of places, like I said, quick to the airport. But again, if you're looking in that $150,000 to $300,000 range, maybe $350,000, Westland could definitely be a target city for you if you're thinking about moving to the area as far as bang bang for your buck. Days on market, 19 days on market, so selling in just a couple weeks, which again is very, very low, meaning the nicer homes, a nice fixed up property in Westland that's priced accordingly is going to sell like that. As a lot of Southeast Michigan will, without a doubt. Last but not least, home types. So you have ranch, colonials, Cape Cod, split levels. There's a variety of different houses throughout Westland, but for the most part, outside of some of the newer construction, different pockets, you're going to see a lot of mid-century ranches, which you see a lot in this part of town when it comes to Wayne County and again west of the city, again due to those mid-century builds. So what do I mean by that? We have a lot of videos out there, so go ahead and jump into those, but they're really 900 to 1400 square foot ranch homes, all on one floor, all the bedrooms on one floor, simple layouts. A lot of times they have original hardwood floors, stuff like that, with a nice big basement. Those were very, very popular in the mid-century locally here, so you're going to see a lot of options for those, as well as some other flavors as well throughout Westland. Okay, quick rundown of restaurants in Westland. We have a little list here. Thai City, which is at Wayne and Hunter Road. Hibachi Grill and Buffet, Wayne and Hunter Road as well. Sharoma House, which is at Wayne and Joy Road. Westland Family Dining, China Star Place, Bamboo Garden, just a few to list throughout Westland. And again, just due to its central location, it's pretty easy to jump on the expressway and be downtown. If you want a really nice restaurant downtown, you can shoot over to downtown Plymouth. It's a very, very central location for a lot of different places in Wayne County as well too. You're very, very close to Dearborn. There's a lot of great restaurants in Dearborn, a lot of different authentic food in downtown Dearborn as well too. So some restaurants in the city itself of Westland, but there's a lot of stuff in the surrounding communities as well. So before we jump into things to do, if you're thinking about moving to the area, specifically the next 3 to 6 months, send us a Calendly link here on YouTube. Go to our main page, there's a Calendly link, set it up today. We appreciate those. We get a lot of people reaching out and setting those consultations up every week, and so our ability to kind of connect with those people and start some conversations goes a long way. We actually recently placed 3 families over the last couple months here that are moving from out of state to Michigan, and we appreciate that. At this time of year, it's kind of a slower time of year for real estate, so we have a lot of conversations going of people that are going to be moving in the coming months as we move into more of a busy season. So if that's you, let us know. Last but not least, things to do in Westland, Michigan. So there's a mall, which is at Wayne and Warren Road, built in the 1960s, opened in 1965, decent sized mall for the area. Our bigger malls locally, if that's of interest to you, are going to be 12 Oaks Mall, which is in Novi, about 25 minutes from Westland, and then you can also go to Somerset, which is probably about 40 minutes, which is in the general Troy area, another great suburb of Detroit. So there's a couple other malls locally as well too. MJR Theater for your movies at Wayne and Warren Road. Theater only in Michigan has its own theme song, I guess, so that's an interesting fact about MJR Theaters. Sportway of Westland, Ford and Hicks Road, miniature golf, batting cages, go-karts. Sportway was always a cool thing. Back in the day, we used to go out there from time to time and drive the go-karts and do the batting cages, and I am a very, very, very competitive person, so when it comes to racing go-karts or mini golf, you don't want to challenge me unless you're trying to lose. Okay, last but not least is the Hush Haunted Attractions, Cherry Hill, Newburgh, open in October. Haunted house, 4 different haunted houses inside. Has Valentine's Day haunted house, open day for Valentine's Day, so that's a cool place, is Hush Haunted Attractions. There's another place actually as an asterisk, Mickey's Driving Range. Shout out to those guys. There's a nice driving range over in Westland. Really enjoy that place as well too. It's a fun place to take the kids, or if you're a golfer, you got to get your practice in. You have your local driving range, which is rare in some parts of Metro Detroit. There's a lot of golf courses, not a lot of driving ranges, specifically in Wayne County. So it's nice to have that feature if you are a golfer. So Westland, Michigan, very, very affordable area. If you look at the averages across the suburbs here, in that $200,000 price range, give or take, for a lot of people. If that's of interest to you, if that's a target price for you, then Westland could be a great city. If you're thinking about moving to the area, my name is Matt Talbot. My team and I help people just like you every single day move here to Michigan. We absolutely live for it. I am the team lead and associate broker of the Talbot team, and soon to be broker owner of Redefined Real Estate. Thanks so much for checking out our video. You have a fantastic day.